Now, your high school recruiting report with Channel 2's Zach Klein and AJC recruiting expert Michael Carvell.
Hello again, everyone, and as you all know, Atlanta is very much a national hotbed for college football. If you go to a big game on any Friday night, you are bound to see several young men that will one day play football in the ACC or the SEC. So let's get after it, Michael. Talk some Alpharetta High School football, which I guess you can maybe call a quarterback U, huh?
Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, the state of Georgia does not produce as many D1 quarterbacks as you would think. There's maybe 5 to 10 every year, and that's out of 500 high schools across Georgia. Now, one of those D1 quarterbacks is this guy, Austin King of Alpharetta. He followed in the footsteps of Josh Dobbs, who is now the quarterback at Tennessee. But back to Austin King, number 10 is a winner. He helped lead Alpharetta to the region championship this year. He committed early to NC State, but I would not be surprised if some other big schools, hint, hint, Notre Dame, tried to steal him away in the next few months.
Oh, there's one man who knows quarterbacks. It is Steve Spurrier and his South Carolina Gamecocks. Man, they always come into the state of Georgia and always seem to recruit well. They have around a dozen starters from Georgia this year. How in the world is Spurrier having so much success in our state?
Yeah, no surprise, they're doing great. South Carolina has 7 commitments from Georgia, including this guy, Connor Redmond. He's a 3-star tight end from Archer High School. Connor has a nice frame at 6'4", 220 pounds, and I think when he adds some weight, he'll be a guy who can help out with some interior blocking, but also catch some passes to keep the linebackers honest. You always have to keep those linebackers on.
Yes, you do. All right, Michael, let's switch over to Stanford. Of course, we know they're on the West Coast. They play in the Pac-12, but they have a really strong recruiting presence in Georgia, especially this year. How are they getting it done?
Yeah, I mean, let's keep it real. Stanford's combination of athletic and academic excellence it's really hard to match, but it's not for everybody. Stanford does have a special appeal to some kids, like this guy, Nick Wilson. He's a 4-star offensive lineman from Milton High School. You know, Nick had the chance to play in the SEC at Auburn. He also had a FSU offer, but he wanted the Stanford experience. And it's the same deal with Arrington Farrar. He's Stanford's other Georgia commitment this year. Arrington is a 4-star safety from Woodward Academy, and you don't hear much about Arrington because he committed so early. But he's another guy, Zach, who had plenty of opportunities to play in the mighty SEC.
Hey, look at him get after the ball right there, showing off his tackling abilities. All right, let's wrap things up talking about Buford High School. They are a perennial powerhouse, as we know, in our state, and they produce some of the big-time college prospects each and every year. Who is Buford's best senior recruit?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it may be a down year for Buford. They only have 8 kids who may sign D1 scholarships, only 8.
Yeah, right.
Let's go to the video. Buford has an outstanding program. Everybody knows that. The kid who really jumps out to me is Austin Smith. He's a 3-star linebacker. Austin committed to Tennessee over Georgia and LSU. Again, Zach, there's so much talent at Buford. They have 5 guys right now who are committed to SEC or ACC schools, and they could add a few more.
Yeah, a down year at Buford when nearly a double digits going off to colleges. As always, we appreciate your time. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.